Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where we are continuing to build the biggest, the best Australian transportation company the world has ever seen. Now, last episode, boys, was a big one. We took every single city, every single town on the western passenger train line from Carnarvon down to Geraldton to Perth to Albany all the way to Esperance, and we gave them every single good that they require to keep growing and expanding. Every industry we have kind of fulfilled, but it's still not perfect. We do need to give it a little bit of time and kind of see where's falling a bit too short, where's not making enough money before we can then slightly adjust it. But the cities can now continue to grow. And this is perfect because now all the cities can grow, which means we'll get more people here, which will get onto the train line to eventually funnel them to Perth to go on the high-speed train all the way across over to Mildura, which is connected to all of the eastern transportation network and lines. Now, over here, all the towns and cities don't have all the goods, nor do they have all the bus routes, which is what I want to get done today. Now, this is going to be difficult for many, many reasons. One of them is the fact that the train stations in Sydney and Newcastle are elevated, which pretty much means you can't get cargo delivered to them. So we're going to have to do something a little bit different to kind of get it all set up. Canberra, the capital of Australia, wants 4 different goods, which is crazy. So I'm going to bring 4 different types of products over there. That fortunately is on the ground, so that will be okay. And we need to create a bus route in Canberra, in Sydney, and in Newcastle. And they're just the 3 at the moment. And hopefully we can kind of connect some new lines. So if you are enjoying this series and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But once I got these 3 cities with all their goods, we'll then take a look at all the passenger lines, because it looks like there is a lot of people waiting on the Adelaide to Newcastle line. Yes, there is a lot, boys. There is a lot. We're going to need more trains. But let's just get all these products kind of connected first, and we'll pretty much go from there. So let's just kind of... Oh, actually, Mildura requires 4 goods as well. Right, okay. Let's break this down slowly. Adelaide right now, food and fuel, it's getting it. Portland, food and fuel, it's getting it. Melbourne, tools and fuel, it's getting it. Albury, not Albany, not to get confused with the one on the other side. It's getting its fuel, its goods, it's not getting food. So we wanted to get food delivered. Wagga 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 is getting both of their goods. Now, Mildura is not getting tools or construction materials. So we have to get them delivered as well. And I know these 3 cities are not getting their goods. Right, so let's kind of deliver to Albury. Then I know that is pretty much done. We'll get Mildura done. And then we'll focus on these 3 here, which is going to be really interesting. Now, in terms of the food, we are creating food nearby, which comes from over here. How much food are we producing? We're getting a lot of delivered, and it's already kind of maxed out. So I don't know whether it's a good idea to kind of force it. But there's so many products here waiting, we could also split some of this onto an additional train line and it'd be okay. So we're going to create a new train line from over here all the way up to Albury. There we go. And we'll call it our Albury food. Albury food, baby. And we'll make this the color of food, which I think it's that color, isn't it? I believe so. Get it to utilize both platforms on both sides. And which way does it go? It's going to go all the way down here, round, up and in, which is super easy. Now, the train's not going to be huge. It's going to be a simple train. Cargo-wise, it's going to carry 60. I always do 60 at the minute as a default. And then it's like you give it a bit of time. Give it 5 or 10 minutes. Come back. And then see if you need to take a carriage away or add more to it. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, you're adding more to it. But this should hopefully break even, if not make a little bit of profit, but it should break even to pay for itself. So make sure I get Albury food connected, and then that means that town has got what it needs to get. Now, Mildura, this is a pretty simple one. It needs additional tools and construction materials. Now, we're producing tools from over here. We're also producing construction materials from over there. Now, unfortunately, right, this construction plant is not very good. The distance between Rockhampton over here, the quarry, is very, very short, so it doesn't really get the amount that we require, and the lines around it don't really make much cash. But the fact that we're going to add an additional line to this right now might then spark more growth, more demand, thus making more money. We can only hope. So picking up from here, all the way down to Mildura, and we're going to make sure that we get it on a correct line. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Make this red, and this is our Mildura. I'm going to call it bricks. It's just easier to type than construction materials because it does look like the brick symbol. Yes, there we go. Right, get all that in. Now, in terms of the platform, I can get it to stop here's, which is fines. But it will be then sharing it. Actually, no, it can't stop there because that's the passenger line, isn't it? Yeah. We have the steel come into here, which it's trying to share the same route with the bricks. Again, which is completely fine. But it's one platform sharing a lot, isn't it? Right, it's going to have to be like that for now. The steel will have to wait. But that should be okay for a minute. But then also I've got to bring in construction tools is what I've got to bring in. Which is potentially going to use the same routes and same line. Right, how can we make this a little bit different, a little bit better, a little bit more efficient? Oh, is that a building over here? Oh no, it's my entry point. I could slightly transform this to push it out a bit to get an additional line running down. But then, at what point does it become too many lines, is the question. Well, we're going to find out. Because I want to keep it all free-flowing, because we have our high-speed trains coming in. Right, wait for this train here to skedoodle out of here. Hold on, is there a train even stopping on this one? That's now just sparked my interest even more. Right, wait for this to push through. And then we're gonna transform Mildura slightly, make it so much more efficient, and then we'll be winning, as they say. Right, okay, pause. So, does a train? I don't think a train actually stops there, does it? We have our two lines coming here, which are, you can just about see them with the color. This brown line here doesn't stop here, does it? No, it's a line that goes directly through, so we're kind of wasting a platform, aren't we? In many ways, yes. Yes, we are. So, if I delete you to just here for a second, and delete this all the way back. So, we got to understand that that third line there is just simply bypassing through the train station. That's all it's doing. Okay, that's all it's doing. So, as long as we understand that, we're all good. We're all good. So, we're going to delete you. And delete you. And I'm going to delete this, and we're going to kind of design the new system on this side based on this stuff here. So, we need to have two new lines coming in. So, actually, if I delete back by one more, make it a little bit easier for us to see. Two new lines coming in, so this will be one of the new lines. And then we'll have the platforms, which touches the cargo. And then back to the tracks again. So that's the two new lines. That's then the bypassing line, which that becomes the next line, which we need two of these to connect. Which we get a platform set up. And then tracks. It's crazy this is, isn't it? But I could keep going. So the bypassing line's in the middle. We got two new ones, so two existing ones. And that third one there is the bypassing route. So then platform-wise, if I put a passenger one down, just because it's a slimmer platform to where I can maybe get a slimmer building, and it might just be this. There we go, to connect to the road. So does that make sense? Because we're going to bring two new lines down, which will then merge into this line to keep it all free flowing. I hope that makes sense. So if I just come out quickly, And then this bypassing route is the one that connects to there. This runs down into here. And then this runs into... Well, if I bring it just here, so it kind of goes through the road at the same angle, into there. Now, this is going to kind of come out, and I really need to go through my lines at some point and start deciding what's going to be high speed and what isn't. I mean, they're all going to be high speed, don't get me wrong, but what needs to be a priority in terms of upgrading to high speed? Right, there we go. And then that there is going to run directly into you. Which, again, I could make it kind of naturally follow. And the same with this one. Right, let me make this run all the way up first. Is this bend going to take place? Yes. Right, if you're a vehicle right now, and this is probably where it's probably either best to do a bridge or a tunnel at this point. It's a lot of stop and start you've got to do. Yeah. It's probably best to build a tunnel or a bridge at that point. But we'll get back onto it. Right, let's configure the rest of this. So configure. And I've now got a lot of deletings I need to get done. So don't mind me. I'm just deleting. Oh, actually, I just realised I don't need to delete all of it. I'm an idiot. I haven't got to delete all of it. Some of it was perfectly positioned. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Platform-wise... Bam, 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 bam. Right, it's a bit... I think because of how big this station is right now, the game's running a little bit slow when I tried to edit it. Yeah. It's a mega station, guys. It's a mega station. Now, the only reason I've got the connection to the road on this side is in case Mildura expands that much, it really wants to kind of start building over on this side. So I'm placing down a bunch of connections on every single one to maximize the distance it can pretty much run in. Right, okay, so they're all connected in. Get this line connected back into the middle one there. And it's like nothing ever changed, right? We might have to slightly adjust some of these lines right now. I think it'll be these two lines here. The steel line first, which the steel line, managing the line, is on Mildura North 2. So it's the outer one. And that has to go to number 7. Right? Wait, number 2 is... Oh, no, sorry. No. It'll be number 6, right? Yeah, number 6. Ignore me. And in Mildura Machines... This is number 7. There we go. It's a bit difficult to see because the colours are the same, but they all now perfectly align. And there's no issues apart from there still is currently an issue. There is a train with no path. But if you turn it around, and then we're back. Oh, they're still steam trains, by the way. That's hilarious that they're still steam trains. So let me now just kind of configure where we can do the little split connection in. Now, we're bringing machines down, which comes down on this line, and tools, not machines, sorry, bricks, construction materials, and tools down. So they will eventually both be merged on the right-hand side of this double-laned track. So we then want to... And where's the best way to do this? All right, if I run to there, why can't this... Oh, there we go. Like that. We'll do the signals to make it all work efficiently. There we go, there we go, there we go. And in terms of signals then, you would have a signal here, a signal there, and you'd have a signal here, but you wouldn't have a signal there. So the signal is now getting merged. It's being pushed back that way for all the bends. So that works out really well. I'm just going to have to run the signals now going down. So we'll do a signal just here. And then we'll do... So I've done a short one there because it allows them to get past, and then we're all kind of free to move. Right, down here. There we go. There we go. And then what I'm going to implement on this side is a crisscross. So the crisscross has got to go here because the track then splits in different directions. Just to allow them to utilize the same line and be a bit more efficient on their movements. Right, okay. I could also do another signal, couldn't I? Yeah. The signal could go just there. Right, I think we're all okay then. So back in business, Mildura bricks is what we've called it. It's going to go into number either 4 or 5. We'll bring it into number 4. And then we'll do another new line from over here for the tools, which come down into Mildura as well. And we get right in. Make sure we select it. Tools will make... I mean, it's going to be another greyish colour, isn't it? Mildura... 5. Okay, it's already on number 5. Perfect, 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 perfect. We'll make it utilize in Toowoomba. Is that how you pronounce it? Toowoomba? Oh, I believe it is. Mildura... And this is tools. Easy enough, boys. Just making sure that Mildura bricks one, where's it gone? Is... Yeah, in one Campton, about able to use both sides. Yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. We now just need the trains. Oh, this is exciting. So, new trade first. Let me pause. Right, add you. Now, cargo, this will be the brick one. So, is it... Ah, it's the flat... Cart with side stakes. So, we'll keep it to 60s to begin with. And then we'll eventually change it. So, that's the brick line. And then we'll do the tool line. Which the tool line comes in a boxcar, right? Yeah. So Mildura tools. There we go. So Mildura then is going to have all the goods that they require. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. And we've like created this mega station, which is crazy. It truly is crazy, guys. It truly is crazy right now. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, okay, so that's now all done. All my original towns now have the goods that they require. It's just now Canberra, Sydney, and Newcastle. Now, this is going to be a lot difficult. It really is. And I think we'll start on the easiest one, which is going to be Canberra, because it already has the train station. It already has the cargo platforms that are implemented to drop stuff off. I just got to connect it up. So it needs fuel, food, goods, machines. Now, machines come from here. Food down from here. Fuel all the way up here. And what was the other one? Goods. Oh, where am I creating the goods? Wait, am I creating goods? I've kind of forgotten if I am creating goods. Ah, yes, over here. So, okay, right. So, let me look at it this way. So if tools were here, it's got to go down, round, up. Or if I can kind of make it connect into here somehow, round here. So, and I've got to try and get... It's on a different line as well. So I've got to try and get this line connected to this line. So what if I made this come out straight down and connected via like a V-junction? That'll solve a lot of issues. But it's how much the line can drop. That's what it pretty much comes down to. How much can this line drop? And is it going to drop is the question. This is going to be ridiculous. Right, I'm going to bring it to there. I can't make it go down because of the height. But if I just kind of snap it out first. And then... God. Right. There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way here. Now, I could make it come off this line. This line is not as high up here. So I can make it turn here and go like a semicircle. Right. I just don't like the height of it. That's the reason behind it. Plus, it's too high for... Oh, no, don't delete you. Don't delete you. It's too high to get the connection there. So instead, we do like a semicircle here to connect up these two lines. So if I came off, for example... And I could make it quite large. Where it would be like this. Which is pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I kind of like the idea of that. If I did the same style of bridge... Oh, I kind of like this. It's a sharp bend, but it's going to be quite glorious to watch the trains skedoodle through. Alright, let's first snap that out so I can make it follow it all the way around. Right, that's the snap. And then we V it, because it's obviously going to be coming from different directions. So the crisscross takes place there. So if I grab this here in. And obviously not make it bridge up. Oh, this is going to be pretty fun. I like the idea of this. I really do. And then from here to there, no bridges. We'll terraform all of this. All right, just bring that there for a second. Now, pardon the pun, but that now bridges the gap between this line to that line to connect into Canberra. Now, it could mean that I could bring then the lines down to Sydney and Newcastle. But again, with the mods I got, I'm sure you can get them off the Steam Workshop. I just don't have the elevated cargo ability. And quite frankly, I kind of like the challenge of not having it. I kind of do like that challenge of not having it. So let me just quickly terraform this. And then we'll get on to bringing the lines to Canberra to begin with. Before we figure out what the best option would be for Newcastle and Sydney. Now, I've only got to terraform these. Oh, we've got to do signals as well. Let's not forget the signals. So I'll delete these two and I'll re-put them all back down. So signal-wise, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then just do this side real quick. There we go. Oh, we got to do this side as well. Now get rid of this one. Right. Okay. It's a bit big, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. So, we'll start with food. And who else requires food? Okay, these guys don't require food. So new line down from here. I'll have to probably figure out some new food lines at some point. And this is obviously going to be our how do you spell Canberra? Canberra food. Nice. All right. And then, okay, yeah, we've got to make sure that we utilize both platforms. Both platforms. Very good. Another new line, which will be then fuel, which is all the way up here. All the way down. And then this is our Canberra fuel. Again, both lines, making it bright orange. And then another new line, which is then goods. All the way back down to here. All the lines? I'm not sure if that's all the lines or not. Let me go find out in the Mount ISO exchange. Yes, we are getting to utilize all the lines, or the platforms, I should say. Now, this is delivering goods, which is like a brownie color. I'm not sure if that's the right color for it, but it all seems to be orange and brown over here at the moment. Goods. And then the final line is actually, it's coming from over here, which I don't have the ability yet to do it. So I'm going to buy all the trains at once. But how can I sort this out? So obviously it makes sense to adjust this. So build another set of tracks. Which is actually going to be a good thing for this right now, because this also struggles with the fact that it doesn't produce enough because it's only got one customer. And it's now about to have an additional customer, which means it will start producing even more. Right, platforms. So I've built it like this, because I could have just put a line there, but I'm building like this because there's always then the opportunity, if needed, to put another set of train tracks on this side of the platform to encourage more lines. Now, tracks, I want to connect this up to here. It's just going to go out this way, round, bam, bam, in. Simple. Absolutely simple. So if I pick here, run that this way, and then in. I mean, does it look good? I don't know if it looks good or not. I suppose it does the job. I could have connected it to the main line, but there's no point making it go through this junction when there's other trains and I can just kind of slightly bypass it. You could argue to maybe swoop it a bit more, to make it run along it. But for now, I'll just kind of throw it in like this. So we're getting rid of this signal real quick. And you. I'm just put them there just for a minute. And kind of go back to doing this. So from there to here. And it's delivering the machines. And then this is our Canberra. Machines. And I then have all 4 lines. They're not efficient right now, but I have all 4 lines. This is crazy. It really is. Right, new vehicle then. Diesel-wise, new pause. And we'll start then with the fuel to begin with. So again, we're going to do 60 capacities. I'll come back and change them when needs be. So, Canberra. Where is it? Canberra fuel. All right, delete. We'll then do food, which is boxcars. which can then do goods and it can then do machines. So I'll buy them 3 of these. So one goes on Canberra goods. One goes on Canberra machines. And one goes on Canberra food. Now that's all well and dandy and good and all that. But there is a few ways in which we can make this more efficient. Now, both the goods and the fuel are coming down this way to go down, to turn here, to go this way, to go down and connect in. Now, what if I utilized this line running up here to go up to connect to the end of this? I don't know if the goods would use it, but the fuel definitely would. And it would also help the fuel lines running down this way to deliver fuel to Albury and Melbourne, because I would go this way rather than going all the way down here, thus reducing congestion in this section. I thought that would be a pretty good idea, but doing it is a different story. Now, this is not a bypassing station, which we would have to create it as one. So let's do that first before anything else. Very important that we do it. Oh, I've gone too far. Platforms. Bam, 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 bam. And bam, bam, and bam. Okay, okay, okay. All right, delete this back to here, because it's going to have to all now completely change. Actually, we'll go back to the tunnel. Maybe you won't notice the drastic change then. Right, so straight in. There we go. There we go. And then a signal. Bam. And a signal to leave, which will go just there. Right. Okay, that would now work. No issues. And the train coming in. No problemos. I could also make it where they don't go on the same... I mean, why are they not sharing it? They should really be sharing it, shouldn't they? Maybe they did. It's just when I deleted the line, stuff like that, it kind of oofed it slightly. So track-wise then, this is now... Ooh, is that... Oh, that's really high. Right, run that out and down. And I've got to make this connect up to there. So if I kind of slightly clip the edge of the road... Oh, this is going to be a bypassing station now as well. So we'll come back to that in just a minute. Terraform, terraform, terraform. You know how much your boy loves terraforming these days. Can't get enough of it. Right. We'll do that just there. We'll do a little bit running down here. Just a little bit there. A little bit here. And we'll just get to there. So this is now going to be a bypassing station. Trust me, guys. This is going to be absolutely crazy when it's all done. All right. Push all the goods on that one side, which is all okay by me. It's going to make the train line so much more efficient. Means deliveries get there more frequently. And then I make more money. Yay! The only winner here is me. Right, so... swoops in. You wouldn't know any different. And then this. To there. That to there.
And then quick on the crisscrosses. I've just realised something else as well. This might actually help us with the Newcastle and Sydney routes. Because I'm sure those guys require... Oh, no, they require... Oh, yeah. Fuel and goods. Tools. Oh, which comes from over there. Oh, hang on. We can run a line down into here. Oh, hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. I thought one of them... Oh, right. Forget that. I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. Shut up, Sonic. Shut up. Right. Stop there. It has been noted that putting little bypassing routes or signals in here does help. And boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I don't have a signal here. And I've also put that on the wrong side. We'll come back to that. Track-wise. There we go, baby. There we go. So technically, then, if I get to my lines, you'll now see... Okay, it's only benefited the fuel line. Okay, not the good line. It's still quick for the goods to go this way rather than going all the way around that way. Which is fine. It's fine. My feelings are not hurt. But I think also doing that has kind of helped me... Or it's going to help me with the Sydney and Newcastle route. Not realising it's going to help me. So it's not for nothing. It's not for nothing, but surely there is multiple fuel lines coming down. Actually, hold on. I was about to say they're not fully utilizing this, and I think that is because I don't have the ability here for them to connect in. Good job, I checked that. Oh, there we go. Now we've unlocked multiple lines. Okay, no, we haven't. But we've got multiple fuel lines, as you can tell. There's multiple fuel lines, and I think one of them is the Albury one. And one of them will be the Melbourne one as well. Maybe even the Portland. It depends on where they're kind of coming from. But it has definitely reduced a couple of lines down here. We're also coming down here this way as well. So... I suppose every little helps. Every little does help. Now, play mode. Hoping that everything is now going to be running smoothly because I just literally changed the whole train network almost. Right, that's good. This is now a bypassing route, which I now need to kind of configure. Not them, sorry. The lines on it. Because they no longer kind of switch on both sides. Oh, they do. Well, am I on here? I'm not even on the right train station. Wagga Tools, manage line. So in Toowoomba. Both sides. Melbourne Tools, manage line. There we go. Mildura Tools, manage line. Oh, the tools colour, we're doing like a bluey colour. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, not that for Mildura, but Toowoomba, there we go. And then the Newcastle planks manage the line, both sides. Just so if the one side's empty, the train will go into that instead. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, okay, we're done. We're done. So all that's left to do right now is Sydney and Newcastle. Now, when I was mentioning about this, where it says I'm slightly getting ahead of myself, what if I allowed them to come through here into a tunnel and then down into Newcastle? I'm not quite sure how I'd do Sydney. But it means Newcastle could potentially have a train line. Now, it requires tools and bricks. Which, if I could maybe somehow squeeze a cargo train station around here somewhere, and it only needs to be an end platform, they would get their goods and their tools. Right, double platform. Right, we're going to try and flatten this here. I need to get to the height of the road. Right, if I built that here... Right, bear with me a second. It's a decent enough coverage to give Newcastle what it needs. But I'm going to have to delete that again now, because I just realised it's not even high-speed tracks. It doesn't need to be, but I like to have... Actually, now we deleted those houses, can I smoothen this? Make it maybe a little bit easier for me. Does that road go up or something? I mean, it doesn't matter, but... Bam! Question is, though, can it run the train track too much of a slope? Well, it says that, but don't believe it. Because I need to bring this down as much as possible. So it's trying to pop out there, which I don't mind. We'll confirm that. But where's the... What's the difference? Oh, it's so close. Come on, guys. It's so close right now. There is a possibility, but we might need to start coming down a little bit earlier than that. Right, so what does it need? It needs tools and bricks. So the bricks are there, which can kind of come that way and go down. So they're both coming down this way. So it needs fuel and goods. I'm just trying to think of the best way to kind of do this. Maybe like to split it. So if I had like a line coming down here, to which as it then goes into said tunnel, this one side okay, it's not going to work like that. I'm going to see if I can kind of... I want to, because I've done it so early. Because I've done it so early, this is going to work. How have I done this? This is a monstrosity. But it makes complete sense. That's the crazy thing. It does make complete sense. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, boys. I don't know how I feel about this. Right, multiple trains coming down. Oh, we'll do one about here somewhere. And then just there, because we need to do the Chrissy Cross. Now, I could bring all the goods in here and then set up a vehicle line that delivers it to Sydney. That would also work. That would also work. But I'm having to make all the train lines bring the goods this way round. Not a problem, again, not a problem. There is no issue in that. There is no issue in that. So let me kind of just set up the routes to Newcastle first. So tools, obviously here to here. Very short route. But we'll do exactly what we need to do. So Newcastle tools. Make it bright blue, because that's what we seem to be doing over here with the tool line. And then bricks, which I'm going to have to extend this line right now, which is then a third line on that, which is going to really help those guys out. So, Newcastle, if I can spell it right, bricks. And what's going to transform this line is allowing it to kind of go this way as well. Which means this line is going to need to be transformed again. So what I'll do is do that. Right, I don't know what I'm doing this for. This is so dumb why I've done it like this. It's so dumb for the reason why I've just done it like that, but just bear with me a second, okay? There we go. Crisscross. Oh, I can't even do it the way I was thinking because of the end. Right, put the building here. No. Right, there we go. Right, hasn't worked out dumb in the end at all. Okay, it kind of has. It's not really. It just depends on who else wants to utilize it. And then we might have to kind of slightly change it. Right, so if I bought this from over here. And I ran. Oh, how is this going to work? Because that's quite a drop now, isn't it? The slope is way too much. So it's always better to delete further back. And then do it. Right, no bridges. Sorry, guys, no bridges. You know the rules. Right, that's in. Smoothie. And then we'll get the signals all in. And then that will then shortcut that line. Now, did I do the line? I have done the line, which the line automatically is running through, which is the only line that will do that. Take this as a little shortcut. And we just need to delete that one signal there. And we'll just do like a one in the middle here. There we go. Here's a bit awkward now, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I messed that up big time. So I don't want this to get caught up with it all. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Have I messed up the signals this whole time? No. What is that train doing then? It's clearly on the wrong side. It clearly is on the wrong side. Slight panic stations at the minute. Let me just make sure that it goes back out the right way. It's still a steam train, that as well. There's so many lines I still got to update. No, we're okay now. We're okay. Right, let's buy the 2 trains for that then. So buy vehicles. And we've got to do it as tools and bricks. So diesel, bam, cargo. Right, tools. Buy 1. Bricks. Buy 1. So this is for the Newcastle tools. Newcastle tools. Newcastle bricks. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Newcastle bricks done. And now it's Sydney. Sydney, 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 Sydney. What are we going to do about you? I'm not sure. Right. Hopefully this will now require or request more bricks. Lines are all now intertwining one another, which is amazing. So I think the best thing to do is bring the goods to Newcastle, drop it off, and then vehicle it over to Sydney. How busy is the roads? Because that's quite important. A little bit of a hot jam there, understandable. Not the end of the world. So vehicle buildings, I mean, I can just do an unload point, which is goods and fuel within this vicinity, which will work out for us. So I'm just going to do it there so they can kind of drive around and go back. A truck stop to pick up, though. Yeah. Right, that touches it. So that will work. Hold on, let me delete that. I don't want tram stops on it. No tram stops. Extra long in length. And I will make it a bit longer. Alright, that will do, boys. That will do. And then we'll do a new line. Okay, we'll come back to that in just a minute first. So the fuel line, which perfectly is from here to there, which will be our Sydney. Now, these won't deliver goods until I've got all the lines connected. Sydney fuel. Making that a beautiful orange colour. And then another new line for goods. Now, goods come over here. All the way down to there. So, Sydney goods, which is a slightly browny colour. I'm not quite not sure what colour to go with. I mean, it's not maybe not that brown. This colour maybe, maybe. They're both now set up. Now, thing is, right, I don't know whether we might be able to get the same vehicle. And this could be a complete lie. But we might be able to get the same vehicle to pick up both goods. Fuel. Oh, no, it's fuel, isn't it? Sorry. No, actually, we still could. Like, all cargo. So I could pick up both the fuel and stuff. So I don't need to do two separate lines, is what I'm trying to say. It can be one line from there to there. And we can call it Sydney fuel goods. And I make it pink. Just so, no, because we make the passenger lines pink, don't we? We'll make it yellow. Just so it stands out a little bit. So, we'll kind of reverse engineer this now. We'll get the urban trucks here. We'll buy... They have a 20 capacity, don't they? We'll buy 2 to begin with. There we go. And then for the trains, we need to then buy them diesel, 1, cargo. So the first one's going to be the boxcar, 60 capacity, which is the Sydney goods. And then get rid of that. And then the tankers, 60 capacity. And this is the Sydney fuel. So just like that then, just like that, we're all connected in terms of the cargo side of it. We haven't done the passengers. We've still got to get onto that. This just took a lot longer than I expected with all the changes that I've now made. But we're now picking up more goods from everywhere, which is amazing. Sydney fuel. Well, we need to make sure that we're utilizing both platforms as well. We got to do that on all of them, to be honest with you. This is going to need more oil being delivered, which is coming from over here. So that's where we kind of need to dig deep right now and kind of revisit all of our lines to make sure that they're kind of delivering and producing enough goods. We really need to kind of like refresh all of our brains right now and what's actually going down. This should level up, which this should also then start producing more bricks. This is now carrying 41. I wouldn't say it's doing much more, but we might need to kind of find another stone quarry a little bit further away to kind of up the numbers. This is going to level up again shortly. You can kind of just tell with the goods that it is picking up and is about to drop off. But that needs more wood. The wood does come from down over here, which is a lot currently there. Need to keep producing a lot more, but we'll get there, boys. We'll get there right now. And it's just about playing the waiting game at this point. So Newcastle is definitely getting both of their goods. It'll be a while before Sydney gets theirs, but they'll definitely start demanding it. Got a nice distance. So we do, if Sydney does demand more, I can just bring it to Newcastle, which is completely fine. Completely fine. So we're killing it, boys. We are making more money than we ever have done right now. Now, with Mildura's recent increase in goods, hasn't got the bricks yet. Well, it has got the bricks, but... Oh, that's a good... Actually, that's a good point. Although it does require bricks, I don't think they reach the radius of the buildings wanting bricks. So I've got to go through it all again and kind of fine-tune it. But that's part of the challenge. It is all part of the challenge that we've kind of got to go down and get done. So there's lots of oil over here waiting to go to Rockhampton to get the plastics. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of goods for Albury by the looks of it as well. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we'll see how this now kind of goes. We kind of need to leave it a little bit now. Just leave it for a while and just kind of see how we get in on. This food factory is going to be over the top right now, with the amount of goods it needs to kind of deliver. But just leave it, let it settle, and then we'll kind of revisit it and then just fine-tune the lines to see who needs more capacity, who needs capacity taken away. It's going to be really, really interesting now. Something that we didn't do last episode was check if I made any record-breaking profits. Oh no, Albury now demands food. Is this Albury here? It is. God damn it, Albury. Why are you demanding so much stuff? Check our charts, boys. Last episode, I think we made a lot of money. We made 560 million income. I think we've recently just broken it right now with 573 million in income. If I kind of make the scale a bit longer. Oh, our best previous one was 560. Now we're at 573. Look at that. We had like big profits. Then that's crazy. Then we had a big expenses, but everything that we did here has then gave us big profits moving forward. That's got to be the high-speed train line, hasn't it? Has to be. That was very expensive to build. But very interesting. Very excited to see where this now all goes and how the cities are going to kind of grow from this and what else they're going to slightly demand in the future. It's kind of annoying. I've kind of done it all, and now Albury wants food. But that's the part of the fun. They're always demanding, boys. They're always demanding. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.